All right, now for the latest on the situation in Brussels, we are joined by our correspondent, Jack Parrick. Jack, a very good afternoon to you. Now, we hear that the media has refuted claims that a key suspect has been arrested in connection with the bombings. Do tell us more.
Indeed, so earlier on today we heard that Najim Laachraoui had been arrested, but that appears to be not true. The Belgian federal prosecutor has said that that's not the case. They are continuing their raids as they hunt for this man, a fugitive from the Brussels Zaventem airport, where 2 bomb explosions went off yesterday morning, Tuesday morning, and killed at least 11 people, followed by another explosion around 400 meters away from where I'm standing now that killed 20 people in a metro station. The investigations and the searches for Laachraoui are continuing. He's a 25-year-old Belgian-born man of Belgian citizenship and is suspected to have once travelled to Syria and is also suspected to be an Islamic State bomb specialist.
Look now, Jack, please give us a detailed background now of what's going on in Brussels a day after the attacks. Is the area still on lockdown today?
The city has returned to some form of normality. People have gone back to work, but there is a majorly increased security presence on the streets here, as you'd expect, and especially in areas where they are targeting their raids at the Schaerbeek area, which is placed between the Malbec station and the airport, where the 2 attacks took place Tuesday morning. But the security level is obviously at its highest, the terror alert level at its highest, and they're continuing their raids and trying to make sure, firstly, that no more attacks happen and trying to find this fugitive from the attacks of Tuesday.
Look, Jack, I mean, in terms of security measures now in trying to deal with terrorist attacks, no one can ever be really ready to say, you know what, we're ready to deal with this. But Brussels and surrounding areas, are they in any talks now to try and instate such measures? Do you know?
There are discussions about how to control border checks and movement, etc., how to share intelligence to prevent attacks like this from happening. But what we're seeing, the reports that we're seeing are suggesting that this was an attack planned in Belgium, planned in this city and hitting this city. The civilian population majorly affected, 31 at least we believe dead, over 200 injured. Many of those people are fighting for their lives in hospitals in this city. The security alert is on high, as I've said, and the discussions about what's happened and whether it should have potentially been prevented will continue, but at the moment the focus is on trying to find this man, Najim Laachraoui.
Look, Jack, I know it's windy. We can hear the wind blowing behind you there, and we're struggling to hear you a bit, so I'm going to let you go. But very quickly, have you heard any news updates now about the investigation or the progress thereof?
We heard from the Belgian federal prosecutor just in the last hour or so, and he also discussed the 2 brothers that were involved in these attacks, Khalid and Brahim, one of them an attacker on the metro and the other one a suicide bomber at the Zaventem airport, as I understand it. He also said that an email or some kind of literature was found as part of raids saying that they were running away from police following the arrest of Salah Abdeslam, the Paris attacker that was captured here in Brussels on Friday last week. I hope my hand here has helped you be able to hear me a little bit better as I deliver that report.
All right, thank you so much. That is Jack Parrick, and he is live to us from Belgium with a quick update on the Brussels attack. We'll have more on that story as it develops right here on SABC News.